And I tell you that even in the North now, a lot of people, especially young people, especially educated people, are saying that it's time for a Southeastern president. And they see hope and promise in Peter Obi.
As a political analyst, Najaku.
That's why his presence at this consultative group, even going to the extent of delivering
a keynote address.
Yes, a keynote address is something worthwhile.
And that is what I want to ask. How significant is that? What message are these people of Northern extraction are sending to Tinubu and the APC?
Very good question. I think the message to Tinubu is that minus him and his cabal, the entire country is against him. The northern politicians, the northern technocrats, and all those who gathered at Continental Hotel today understand something. Even though Peter Obi, like the politician he is, he said the North can change Nigeria.
I maintain, and I still maintain, the insecurity in Nigeria, especially in the North, rests on poverty. The rest of all that has been mentioned and everything. I've been in the financial industry for years. And I can tell anybody this, you can go and verify this in this country. I was in the financial industry. When you look for cash, you go to Kano. When you look for cash, you go to Kano was #1 place for cash. Because then we had all the factories in Bombay, in Sharadama, in Sharanti. Go to Kano today, those industries are not there.
Obedient.
Go to Kaduna, there's no industry. There's no industry again in Kaduna. We used to put Kaduna Trade Fair 2 years for it to get the space. Today nobody goes there. We used to go to Meduguri for cash. Today nobody goes there. That is the poverty. And when you have poverty, you have criminality that you cannot control. Because when people don't know where the next thing will come from, you can never control your action. And they're easy to recruit. But in all these, it all rests squarely on governance, on government to solve that. And I've always said the North can change Nigeria. The greatest asset of this country is in the North. We can make more money, I say every year, we can make more money from farm agriculture than we make from oil. And I'm starting to prove in everything. This entire country produces less than 6 million tons of rice. That is less than 10% of what Bangladesh produces. Bangladesh is a country that lives on 148,600 square kilometers of land. That is the size of 2 northern states. Niger has 76.3 and Borno has 70.8. Is equal to Bangladesh. And Bangladesh has a population of 170 million. So if you divide their 146 by this thing, it's less than about 800 square meters, where these 2 states have over 13,000 square meters. It's a huge land.
Yamajiri kids.
Yamajiri kids. I spent time in the North with these people, these young kids, learning Quran. And I could see in them doctors, lawyers, engineers, top scientists. Because if you see them, how they learned the Quran, how they were able to memorize the Quran, how they were able to, you could see that these are intelligent, talented kids. But they're not in a formal school. So my take is that since these kids can't go to formal school, we should take school to them. Where they're learning Quran, we should introduce English teacher, science teacher, mathematics teacher. All those basic things should be there. And we did study it by looking at 3 of them. The cost implication.
Yes.
Even those who were teaching the Quran were not being paid. In the 2 places I went, the 3rd place they were paid. And they just paid about 10,000, 15,000 naira. So I put a cost of employing about 6 to 8 teachers, which includes the Quran, the one that teaches Quran, English, this, at the cost of 50,000 naira each. Since they're not even being paid at all. And I put other costs of running the facility I visited. One had about 55 people, the other one had about 60 people, one had about 58 people there. So when I put the cost, it came to about 6 million naira. I rounded it off to 10 million again. And I said, if these 200 people that I'm targeting can again decide
2 million.
No, not 2 million. I'm not targeting 2 million. I said I'm targeting 0.1%.
Okay.
1% is 2 million.
Okay.
But I want 0.1%, 200,000.
Okay.
If 200,000 of them can decide to again, as a contribution to a better society, tomorrow, invest 10 million. We have 10 of such, we have 200 of such facilities, 200,000 of such facilities. If we can put in 10 million, 200,000 of such facilities, taking 50 people each, that's 10 million. That's almost more than half of out of school children. The problem you're seeing in Nigeria today, especially in the north, are people we did not educate yesterday, are people who did not pull out of poverty yesterday. And the same thing is what is happening in the south and everywhere. Those we did not educate, pull out of poverty, have become a problem for us, and we say we have insecurity. So in order not to increase that tomorrow, we need to start investing today. And again, we're talking about revenue. 20 million people, the Nigerians that we're talking about diaspora today. Nigerian diaspora, I don't think they're not more than, they're up to 20 million. Thank you. So if less than 20 million is actually giving us today remittances of about $20 billion.
$20 billion.
Imagine if we're able to train these 18-20 million out of school children and export them. That is double the revenue. So there's a lot we can do. We're investing in them for our own future. And that, for me, is what we should be doing.